I knew it! I knew it! Hey guys, my name is Oringes and welcome to Relapse! This is a psychological horror game that will mess with your face and just ruin your day. That is exactly what this is. So, without waiting and wasting too much time, let's go! Welcome to the Relapse demo. You receive an email informing you that Arcadia, the disused Victorian insane asylum, is about to be knocked down to make way for a new development. As an urban blogger, you decide to visit to take some photographs before the demolition. If you enjoy the demo, please consider supporting us on Kickstarter page. Continue. Please choose your difficulty. Let's go for the full experience. Now, I'm not good at puzzles. I'm not good at video games. I am horrible at things, but let's do Psychosis because reasons. You won't be able to, if it gets to be too much, I'll restart the game. I don't even care. As long as there's nothing that chases me. Ugh, I hate when things chase you. That is the worst part of my day, being chased. Because it's so common. For the mentally ill, published in 1971, proposed that all insane asylums within the UK should be closed, to be replaced by care within the community. Over the following years, all of the old Victorian asylums were closed and boarded up. In 1992, a patient who had been released into the community killed a man outside Finsbury Park Tube Station, stabbing him in the face 3 times. He had stopped taking his medication. That is a very real thing that happens. That is freaking scary. Present day Arcadia. New objective added. Notes. Case files. Inventory. Objectives. I need to find a way into the asylum. I think we can get into the asylum. Now this is on hard difficulty. Do I have... Oops. Oh, okay. We gotta go this way. Do I have a map? No map. I can jump. Ooh, it looks pretty good. I like this. Let's try the door. That feels like that would be the first place to start. Okay. This stone was laid by Her Most Glorious Majesty, the Queen Victoria Regina. Whoa, okay. That's going to come into play, because that looked like a really long number. So, windows, gates. So there's nothing over here. Stop it! This is very Outlast-esque. Better not be like Outlast. I will quit right now. Right now, I will quit. If this is Outlast. Because that game... no thanks. This place is pretty trim. Like, it's well taken care of. Where's the groundskeeper? Oh, good. Slender. That's what I like. What was that? Please tell me I wasn't the only person to see that. Is that the wind? Oh, gravestone. What's that?
I can't use my hand to do that.
Why? Okay, so we got a shovel. I need something to dig this grave. So if we go into our inventory and we combine these, can we do that?
Fit.
Okay, okay. The ambiance in this is insane. Maybe there's something on that grave. What is that? That's a deer. Nothing on the grave. Is there a ladder? Maybe I can climb these vines. No. No dice there. Like, obviously this game is, it's a demo, right? It's not gonna give us the actual Relapse experience because the game's not done yet. What if I try to just leave? No. It's like, you ain't going nowhere, homie. You not going nowhere. Where you going? Nowhere. Why did I put it on hard? Hold on. I need to quit. Let's quit. Let's go back. We're starting over and putting on a normal. I just want to play this game. That's all I want. I guess we gotta go this way because we know that the door is locked. The door's locked. It's as simple as that. So, that light's on. We gotta get up into there. So somehow we need to get a ladder. So if we go down to this... Whoa, there was something there! What? What just happened? I wasn't wrong. I was right. Let's take this one. Okay, can we climb this? I would climb that. I've never climbed. Ah, you guys suck it. Really? Really? Ah, what the fuck? What? How'd it get all the way over there? Where'd it go? Oh. Oh, okay, there it is. Okay, so I gotta hold it. Let's bring it over to this place. Oh, there you go. Press E to climb the ladder. This game, dude. Alright, that was easy. You dumbass. What the fuck? Oh my gosh. I need to get into the shed. I need to find a way out of the garage. The garage. Ah, stop. We got a stool. We got a thing. We got some wood. What's this? A blunt knife. A batterie. Some bags. What is this stuff? Yeah, okay. You want me to go down there? Sure. Okay, Bert. Okay. Oh, hello. What's this? Oil? What was that? What is happening?
It's rusted shut.
Oh, I got it. We gotta use our thing on it. My oil. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. What is that? Falling leaves. Okay, let's go back up this ladder. I hate how, like, laggy that is. That pisses me off. Okay, let's go upstairs. And now... It's shut! Wait a minute. What if we use this?
If
On
I
that?
oil the wood, it'll be too slippy to use.
A
Why would I do that?
What is this? Loose plank. Ah, well, that's why it won't fit. You gotta lube up the wood, shove it into it, and then away you go. It's as simple as that, you dumbass. I mean, it's not that hard. I have a feeling that that number on that plank is the padlock key. Like, I've mentioned that before, but I'm like, I don't know. That looks like a long-ass no- Oh, wait. What? 1874. You know what? I think it changed. It, because remember before it had, like, M's and L's and shit. And, what the hell?
It's locked.
Okay. So 1874, that has to be the way to get in. That's lit up again. But it's closed. That deer trips me out right there. Look at him. So let's put 1874 onto this thing. That music is driving me nuts already. 4. Boom, gotcha, bitch. Open, fool. What's that? Okay. Hello. I got a hammer, and I got a whetstone. Oh. A paintbrush, a battery, and some nails. Ah, fuck! You fucking deer. I knew it! I knew it! Oh, no.
Why would I?
It's a sharp knife. Open this
Why
box
would
of
I do
nails.
that?
No. Sharp. Ah, you had to whittle it down. Now I got a spade. And then the nails and hammer.
Why would I do that? Why would I do that?
Because you're a dick.
Why would I do that?
Because you're a dickhead. That fucking deer. Okay, let's open this. Equip the spade.
It keeps
And dig.
falling off. It's too loose.
Well, then we got to use the nails on it.
Why would I do that?
That's what I would do. And then... Stop. Hammer time. This is a spade. Fully working spade. What's that? Ow, can you pick it up, please? Here we go. My name is Elizabeth Grundy, and I have been a patient here at Arcadia for these past 30 years. The asylum is closing soon, but I don't want people to ever forget what horrific institutions these are. I'm leaving today after wasting so many years of my life. I've stolen the key to the front door and buried it here with my letter. Go inside, take a look around and see for yourself. As you are doing so, please don't forget me and others like me. Locked in here against our will for so many years, I had a happy childhood, brought up in Bath? My parents were loving and everything was fine until I left secondary modern at 15. I started work at the glass factory and that's when things started to go wrong. I was working in the office and I first couldn't handle it. The men kept touching me up. I still have a thing about my body and cannot bear being touched by men. For all the dreadful things they have done to me in here, not one of them has cured me. One day, the office manager put his hand on my bottom, and I saw red. I screamed at him to leave me alone and ran out. I locked myself in the toilet and wept for a few minutes, but I was determined that he wouldn't see me crying. So I washed my eyes with cold water and walked out. Nobody cared. I saw him watching me as I left, grinning and joking with his friends. He called me frigid. The next day, I didn't go into work. I went in on the Thursday, and nobody said a word to me until personnel came to my desk. They told me I was being paid 1 week's wage, and I was told to leave immediately. For the following weeks, I stayed in my room. I didn't want to see anyone or eat. My parents became worried and sent me to see Dr. Houseman. He said I was suffering from anxiety and sent me to Arcadia for assessment. That's when the nightmare really began. At first, they just asked me questions. I was allowed home for periods. It wasn't helping. After a few months, they said I had to stay longer to help my recovery. I hated it there, but I felt forced to agree. My parents thought it was the best thing. They had done all sorts of awful things to me to cure me. They put me into a bath of cold water and tied me down so I couldn't get out. More than once. 6 months turned into a year and then years. The same things were happening to everyone else. We slept in a huge ward with so many beds that you had no private space. Some of the patients were worse than me and they shouted and wandered during the night. Sleeping was difficult. On the other floors, they held the most ill people. I've never seen where they sleep, but people say they held them in cells with bars over the windows. I'd never been so miserable. After a few years, they started electrocuting me. Electric shock treatment, they called it. They tied me down on a bed and put electrodes on my head. Rhyming. Afterwards, I felt sick and walked around for days like a zombie. I couldn't remember who I was and why I was there. That happened to me more than 5 times. As it wasn't working, sometime in the 60s, they decided I needed an operation. They trundled over some horrific machine that looked like a medieval torture implement and drilled 2 holes into my head. I still have the scars now. I can't begin to explain what a godforsaken place this is. We should never forget. Take this key and look for yourself. I'm free now at last, but this experience has ruined my life. I came in as a young girl and leave today as an old woman who is older inside. Yours sincerely, Elizabeth. Oh my god. Holy shit. And like, oh, it's so hard to even talk about. I've seen... No, I haven't. I haven't seen... I've heard about the things that happen in institutions and asylums. I mean, a lot of you guys know that I do work with people with disabilities. That's my field. That's what I work in. So, going to school for that, you learn all these different things that have happened in the past when it becomes... When you hear about institutions and how... Thank God that a lot of these institutions are having to be closed. Because a lot of times, the staff is completely horrible. And they don't care. All they care is about this a lot of the time. And it's depressing. Loading. Please wait. Once a person entered one of these asylums, it was very likely they would not come out, even when cured. Yeah. Oh, what's that book walking for? Oh, battery. Got some files. Oh, we can pick books up and shit. That's neat. Cool. Welcome. Oh, it's mail. Alright. Ah!
We're going to have so much fun together.
Oh my god, that hurt my chest. Blueprint Games, James Thomas, Katie Nilsson, and Andrew Nelson. Okay, so now we get to talk about all this shit. That was weird. This took me a lot of time. This took me way too long to beat. Like, stupid long. I am dumb. Whatever. So, back to it. A lot of these asylums, like, people say, like, oh, they're haunted. Oh, this is the worst. This is, But the truth is, a lot of these institutions were complete shit. You know, in the past, what they used to do to people who they thought had disabilities, the way that it was determined if you had a learning disability and an intellectual disability was by an IQ test. So if your IQ was lower than a certain point, you got institutionalized. You were considered intellectually disabled, which is just astounding because some people just learn at different paces than others. Doesn't mean they're stupid. It just means that they might take a different way to understand something. And what they used to do, they used to think, the professionals, when I say they, I mean the professionals of that time, what they used to think was that anybody with a disability was a sexual deviant, and because of that, all they would do is they would go around and they'd have sex with everything. And that's what they assumed. So what they decided to do was, if you had a disability, you were getting sterilized. Now, there was one case, I can't remember this woman's name, but she was in an institution. She had a lower IQ than what was acceptable, I guess. So, they sterilized her. And then they started working on the institutions, and they figured out, just because somebody has a low IQ doesn't mean that they're intellectually challenged. It doesn't mean that. So, this woman gets out, she now can't have kids because they messed up. That's ridiculous. I can't believe some of the stuff that went on in these institutions. People, the staff there, they used to hide needles and sedatives behind their back. So you would see a staff there with his hands behind his back, you know, like this, or whatever. They would have a needle. They would wait for the patient to come up to them, and then they'd stick them. And no wonder that these people have issues with people walking with their hands in their pockets or hands behind their back. That's why they have their episodes or meltdowns and stuff. It's because of what they've had to deal with, you know? So they get put into these institutions and stuff because they're considered violent, and they get treated like complete garbage. And this is what this game's about. The patients being treated like garbage, and then somebody going in to take pictures, and then I'm assuming, there's some of those patients left over. Because a lot of times, they're institutionalized for a reason, because they can't be out in the community. Me, specifically, I work in a field where it is about community involvement, where I take the people that I work with, and we go out into the community, and we do different activities. That's what I do. I have worked with people who have been violent and aggressive, and it's tough, but at the same time, they deserve that chance to go out into the community. It's like us having a bad day. We might yell at a waitress. I wouldn't, but somebody might. And it's only because they're having a bad day. You know? Everybody has bad days, just some are worse than others. And as long as you have that support in place to help that person, those bad days won't be as bad. And that's why support staff and even institution staff is important to get the right fit. Because, like I said, in these institutions, people were pricks, the staff. Okay, this is going on a whole crazy tangent about everything. You guys know that these types of games, Fran Bow, where it had to do with an asylum and stuff like that, games like that, they really get to me, and I'm passionate about it. And that's how I feel about this game. I want to play this game. I can't wait for it to come out. You guys, there is a Kickstarter for this game, Relapse. Go take a look and watch the trailer that they put out, because they did their research. Right now, it's rough, this game, but I think in the coming months, it could be something really good. So go check that out. Anyways, guys, that is it for this video. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it. My name is Oringes. See you later. Subscribe and like this video. You guys totally subscribe. You're gonna see me playing games. You're gonna see me doing things. Oh, you guys totally subscribe.